Yeah, these days Mr. Mashaba is on fire. And I'm not speaking about his petty politics, about foreigners and spaza shops. I'm speaking about the real politics. I'm speaking about how he's been exposing this racial politics and this racism he has been experiencing from the DA. The arrogance of the white people of the DA. He's been exposing the disrespect he's been getting from the DA. Mr. Mashaba is on fire, and I don't believe the DA is going to stop this guy. He has made this decision, and I'm just glad he's on the other side of black people finally exposing white arrogance, white disrespect. And I'm glad because I respect politicians who are going to do that, who are not going to lie to their people. So I want you guys to listen to an interview of Mr. Mashaba. It's a recent interview, him exposing the disrespect and the arrogance he's been getting from the DA. Take a listen.
Because of the abuse actually suffered from DA, insults and so forth. And originally when ANC approaches the Aldrin, I'm sure you can remember, we all wanted at the time in all the municipalities, the 3 municipalities, only to occupy the legislature. But DA made a terrible mistake. Instead of actually dealing with this matter with respect, they decided to insult us, insult ANC. I then said to the ANC during one of the discussions, I said, you know what, guys, I've really had enough of this DA arrogance. Mm-hmm. My body cannot take this abuse any longer. With Tshwane, I'm changing my mind. We are going to let's remove this the DA mayor, but Action SA wants executive position so that we can co-govern with you guys. I'm happy in Johannesburg to really play the role of the legislature as we originally thought. But the arrogance and the disrespect of this DA, I think one needs to really teach them a lesson. Yep. This is not 1948. This is 2024 with a constitutional democracy. We are not going to allow people to abuse us like this, take us to be corrupt, all of us to be incompetent. We've got to really show them the lesson to really respect.
So you just heard Mr. Mashaba. I respect Mr. Mashaba for speaking out, finally speaking out, because even if he didn't speak out, we had already concluded, because we've been seeing how the DA has been speaking bad about him, speaking bad about the Action SA. We have seen how the DA has used the media, has used social media algorithms. Somehow, I don't know how, but there was a lot of news pushed against Mr. Mashaba. And this, we can speak about the recent situation that happened in Tshwane when they removed the DA mayor. It started there. It started to be pushed more and more and more. And white people, whether on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, they're speaking so much against Mashaba and the Action SA because of they voted a motion of no confidence against the DA mayor in Tshwane. Somehow now he's the bad guy. These guys used him. Remember, they used him. They forced him to form part of the Moonshot Pact alliance, before elections. And then right after elections, they abandoned him when they saw he didn't even win any vote. They abandoned him and they went ahead and worked with the ANC. The same DA, today they're saying, Mr. Mashaba, you are the arrogant one. Mr. Mashaba, you are the disrespectful one. But these guys, look at how white people speak about Mr. Mashaba. Now, since recently, they've removed that DA mayor there in Tshwane. They're too arrogant. They're too arrogant. The DA, Madam Helen Zille, is even threatening of causing chaos, instability in the other metros where they're playing an opposition. In Johannesburg, they're threatening to cause instability. In the city of Ekurhuleni, they're threatening to cause instability if this DA mayor is not put back in power. That DA mayor was taken out of power through vote, but they want him back in power. Not by vote. They just want him reinstalled because somehow they're threatening to cause chaos. Come on, man. That's too arrogant. That's too arrogant, and I don't know where they will end with this arrogance. And I hope the black people who keep on voting for them sees how arrogant these people are, sees how disrespectful these white DA people are. Even that judge, that white judge who was a judge of idols, That white guy, his name starts with a G. I hope you guys have noticed how arrogant he has been since the DA mayor has been removed there. He's so arrogant. Like, yo, I didn't know that guy's like that. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Helen Mashaba for standing up for himself. Every man must stand for themselves, for their own political party. You must defend yourself, Mr. Helen Mashaba, because your people who vote for you, they're looking at you and they want you to make the best decisions. And they don't want you to be disrespected by white people just because it's socially accepted. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Thank you very much to everyone who keeps on watching. Thank you very much to everyone who keeps on donating via PayPal, via e-wallet, via Cash-Send, via straight directly to the account. We see the amazing work you're doing and we see the great work. May God continue blessing you, continue blessing your family, continue blessing everyone around you. May you stay blessed. Thank you very much.